Hey guys, Miss Harden back at it. This time I'm gonna show you how to make a choose your own story. Um, this time I'm gonna show you a lesson that I will do with kindergarten and first about the different voices we use: whisper, talk, shout, and sing. At the end of this video I will show you a similar lesson I did for third grade, but I used it as an escape room format. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get going. So the first thing that we want to do is create some sort of scenario and make sure that you have it all planned out. You want to make sure that you have every single choice planned out and what happens with every single choice. So you want to kind of make a board. To keep it simple, I pretty much only have 4 choices, but each of those first 4 choices only lead to one slide, and then they can click back and try one of the other 3. So for this particular lesson, they're learning about whisper, talk, shout, and sing. So I wrote on there, there's a grizzly bear sleeping. Should we whisper? Should we talk? Should we shout? Should we sing? And what happens with each one. So on the whisper, I want them to tiptoe quietly past, and then they move on. If I have time, I might add another scenario other than the grizzly bear sleeping. If they talk to the bear, one eye opens, immediately goes back to sleep. The shout, the bear wakes up and we run away. Sing, this time I have 2 choices. If they sing a lullaby, the bear continues to sleep. If they sing Old Town Road, the bear gets up and dance. So the first step in this process is to open up a Google slide and kind of lay out in your mind what you want to happen. The next step is give yourself a scenario to work with. Build a scenario like you would a Google Slide classroom, which I've shown you in previous tutorial videos. But I basically have given myself a car and told them that we are going on a safari and asked them if they will come along with me. Now, for this particular instance, I'm only going to add 1 button, and the answer is going to be yes, no matter what. But there's a couple steps in this. So when you click present, Google Slides automatically has it coded where you click to transition to the next slide. So we need to make it so that if they click anywhere other than the button, they just stay on the same slide. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So build your scenario, get it to where you set it without the buttons. You don't add the buttons yet. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here to insert and hit shape, and we're going to create a shape that goes over the entire screen. So step 1 was to create your scenario, lay it all out. Step 2 was to build your scenario, which we've already done. Step 3 is to come up here, insert shape, and just do a square. Drag it over the entire slide. Now you're thinking, Miss Harden, this covers up the entire slide. What am I going to do now? Go up here to fill color, hit transparent. Okay, while this is still selected, you can either right click and hit insert, or you can come up here and hit insert. Either way, we're going to insert a link. Hit slides in this presentation and notice what slide you're on. This is slide 2. Hit slide 2. Apply. Now I'm going to show you what that looks like. Hitting present. If I click anywhere on the screen, it doesn't go anywhere. This is exactly what we want. You can also make sure that the border is transparent, the border color is transparent as well, so you don't have that black line. Now, we're going to create a yes, will come along with me button. Since it's kindergarten and first, we're just going to hit yes, and it's going to lead us to the next slide. So in order to do this, we're going to hit insert, and hit shape, and whatever shape you want your button to be, up to you. You can make it a circle, a triangle, a happy face, whatever. I kind of like the happy face, so let's click the happy face. A little bit of a spooky happy face, so maybe I change the fill color to like yellow. And you can add an arrow, whatever, in order to get them to click. I'm just going to add an arrow in this particular instance to make it simplified. Again, insert shape, arrow, boom. Gonna draw the arrow, type in the text box, hit yes, change the font so it's nice and big. Me being extra, I'm just gonna make sure that it's centered on there. I might change the font. Now, a slight suggestion, especially for the younger ones, so that they don't have to rely on their parents as much, is to add a little sound bite of you giving them directions and reading what's in that text bubble. And for that, you would just you would record something on your phone, send it to yourself, put it in the cloud, and then hit insert audio. I'll show you that in another tutorial video. Back to the button, we have yes. In fact, I'm going to group these two together. In order to do that, I hold down shift, select both of them, go over to arrange, and hit group. Okay, with that, I'm going to right click and hit animate. I'm going to say fade in after previous. Play it just to make sure it works. It does. Okay. Sweet. The next step in this process is to insert another shape and drag it over your arrow. Again, you're saying Miss Harden, but it covers up the arrow. All that's true. Come over here to fill color, hit transparent, make sure the border color is transparent as well. Okay, now we see nothing. Make sure you have it select again. We're going to insert link and hit slides in this presentation. It is the next slide on there, so I'm just going to hit next slide, but you can also scroll down to slide 3. Hit apply. Now we're going to hit present, making sure that it works. Again, if I click anywhere on the screen, it doesn't lead me anywhere, but if I hit yes, it leads me to the next slide. Great, let's see what we can find. I was going to try and copy paste, but let's not do that. Again, let's go through this entire process. We're going to say, let's go this time. So, insert, shape, arrow, text box. Let's go. I'm not really worried about the transition. Oh, I forgot a step. Make sure that you always remember to add that big shape first. Insert shape, square, remember to drag it all the way over. The fill color, the paint can, make sure that's transparent. Border color, transparent as well. Now we can insert our arrow. Text box. Hit let's go. In order to make it so that they can only click on that shape, we come back to the square, we hit link, We're on slide 3. Apply. Insert another shape. Yeah. I'm trying really hard here. Shape. Okay, there we go. It covers up the image. Fill color, transparent, right click, link. Okay, here's where things get tricky. So in this particular case, I know it's the next slide, so again, I'm going to hit next slide. The way that this gets complicated and you need to pay attention is that you're going to create multiple slides. Make sure that you know what slide lines up with what scenario. Hit present, making sure that they can only click on let's go. I will go back and change the border color. Here are your scenarios. Okay, we're going to create 4 different buttons in this. So the slide says, wow, look, a bear. Should we whisper, talk, shout, or sing? We're going to create 4 buttons, but first, remember, insert, shape, drag it over your entire slide. Fill color should be transparent. Your border color should also be transparent. Now we're going to hit shape again. You can make whatever button you would like. I'm going to change the button color to blue. For example, I'll make it a little bit smaller. You also might want to consider putting these in Spanish to give your ESOL kids a little help. Making the font bigger. Let's not link anything yet. I probably need to make the button just a little bit smaller. Again, all I did was insert that shape and then I copied it. You can also hold down shift and click both of them. Command C, Command V, or Control, whatever you're using. Looks like it's still just a little bit too big to fit all 4 of them in there, so I'm going to make them smaller, move them over. And last one. You can see clearly that I'm not great at learning how to space things apart. I will give you a small hint in making sure that you do have space in between buttons, making it easier to create the shape that goes over top of it. Okay, so now we have 4 options. I would suggest before doing anything else, creating all of your options. I've done so already in my slide. The first one on slide 5 looks to be whisper. So the next thing I'm going to do is insert shape. Let me make sure I link to slide 4. That was my transparent shape. I'm gonna drag a shape over that first button, and I'm gonna try really hard to leave some space and make sure that I'm not running into talk, so that the students definitely have clear clicking space, if that makes sense. Clicking on this shape, making sure that it's transparent, making sure that the border is transparent. Okay, right click, hit link, slides in this presentation. I know for a fact it's slide 5, so I'm gonna hit apply. Okay, we're gonna insert another shape over the talk button, making sure the fill color is transparent, the border color is transparent as well. Now, this is where I'm telling you about you need to make sure that you know what scenario is on what slide number. So it looks like talk is on slide 6. So make sure that you hit slide 6 and not next slide on this one. Link, slides in this presentation, slide 6, apply. Okay. You can also copy that transparent shape and the link. I just prefer to do each one individually so that I know for a fact that I'm linking to the correct slide. The next one is slide 7. Okay, and this one, I'm gonna hit slide 8. Okay, now let's go back to the beginning, hit present, and making sure everything works. Okay, yes, great, let's go. All right, let's hit shout. Now, obviously on this one, we want to hit back or try a different scenario, run away, something that links them back to that original slide. For now, I'm going to hit escape, hit present, and let's hit whisper. You might want to add some sort of animation where we walk past the bear. Again, something that leads them back to the original slide. And it looks like the buttons work, so I'm going to show you how to link back to that original slide. It is the same process as before. Just know that you need to make sure that you know what this original slide is on. Drag that back over. This is on slide 4, so let's make a back button. Insert shape, arrow, walk past the bear, insert shape. Remember, you need your big one first. Fill color, transparent, border color, transparent. Right click, hit link, you're on slide 5, hit slide 5. Apply, insert, shape, Boom. Fill color transparent, border color transparent. And again, that original slide was slide number 4, so we're going to link it back to slide 4, slide presentation 4. Okay, you repeat this process for every single scenario that you want. I'm going to show you one more time just kind of what that scenario, a basic scenario, looks like. As you can see, it can be a little bit time consuming for even just 4 options. But I do want to show you one more thing, and that's how I formatted it into sort of an escape room type deal. So I'm going to log on to my other Google Slides account and show you what I did for 3rd grade. Sorry, it's running so slow today. Okay, so for the escape room, I want to tell them that you want to hit present or it won't work because it's just more fun that way. You can do the same thing with K1, 2, whatever. So we're going to hit present, and it says click Miss Harden to find out what's wrong. Now, I haven't gone through the process of linking my entire screen yet, but I do click on myself, and it doesn't quite work, but it should link to the next slide. I have to go back and fix it later. I went exploring in this cave and I got lost. Will you help me find my way back? You can hit yes or no. If I click yes, it says great, thanks. Let's walk to see what we can find. I'm going to hit back. If you hit no, it says you're mean. Click the backpack to continue on anyway. They go to the same slide. Here's me walking into the cave. I hit next. Ah, bat, solve the riddle. To discover the safe combo, I'm going to hit the safe. And this is a free website I can't remember the name of right now that you can create a character that talks, and I used Zoom in order to screen record and then uploaded it to YouTube. Voki.
Well, well, what do we have here? You want me to call off my minions? First you must crack the code to get my fruit that berries inside this safe. Good luck.
Hey, I might consider doing something like hit play first before I hit next, but I click next. Here's their first riddle. Fill in the missing numbers from those meter signs to crack the code. Dragging and dropping can be done, but I think that you just kind of have them do it mentally. We know that this will be 2, 4, 3. Hit the safe. What's the code to the safe? If they hit a wrong answer, then they go nope, and then go back to the question. Hit the safe again. If they hit the right answer, it'll go to a safe. So what did I do? Essentially, I made a slide, I changed the background, I created 4 separate text boxes in this. It doesn't really matter what you do. You go through the same process that I shared with you. Hit, like, add a shape, make sure that it goes over the entire slide, fill transparent, border transparent, and then add shapes to each of those answers. It needs to be changed to C, obviously. I hit 2, 4, 3. The safe opens. Okay, and it automatically fades into the next slide, or I can hit next. Okay, I hit play.
Curses. Bamboozled again.
Okay, toss the berries. That was close. Okay, I can hit turn back. Too bad. Keep going, or if they say sure or keep going, they hit next. Looking for something. We hit yes. Have you seen the missing piece? Yes. Ask the snake for the missing piece. May I have it, please? Pizza first. Open the backpack. Hit the pizza.
Hey, that's my pizza. I'll let you have it if you answer this one question.
Answer his question. The song My Hat is in what meter? The meter is the same as the number of corners. We hit 3, 4. Feed the snake. Thanks. You're welcome. The arrow fades in. Next. Almost there. Click the troll to see if he will give you his rope to climb out of the safe. Hit the troll. You want my rope? No way, not unless you find the hidden message in the cave, hieroglyphics, pictures in the caves. Use a magnifying glass in your backpack to take a look around. We're going to hit the magnifying glass, and this is another cool feature. Hit escape, then drag the magnifying glass around to see if you can find a hieroglyphic message. Hit present when you find the secret image, then click the arrow. Okay? So I'm going to hit escape. This magnifying glass I actually got on Teachers Pay Teachers. It is a semi-transparent image, and they can drag it around until they find a secret word, ostinato. Okay, we're going to drag the magnifying back. We hit present. Okay, what was the meaning of the secret word? Repeated pattern. Let's go. Me animating my gift to climb up the rope. We did it. Hit escape to exit. Okay. Another tutorial video coming soon on how you create an escape room similar to what you would do in real life, where you create a room and you click around to find images in order to escape. Okay, I'll see you next time. I hope this helps. Remember, it is a little time consuming, but as always, if you have questions or need help or advice, you can email me at ash.harden@gmail.com. My teacher friends, you know my teacher email. Always happy to help. See you next time.